everyone, I am Jayashree. Today I am going to teach you a topic on the system testing. So to learn the system testing, you must first have to learn the unit testing and the integration testing, because system testing is the third level of the software testing. So first level and second level are the unit testing and the integration testing. So to learn the first level and the second level, there is a link in my description box that I taught you before. This previous video I have taught you that of unit testing, integration testing. So first of all, look at that unit testing, integration testing, and then jump into the system testing, because you will not understand what is system testing and what's the process of going on in system testing. You must have to understand basic. So for understanding the basic, you must first of all have to learn the unit testing and the integration testing. Okay, so I will teach you today's topic of video is the system testing. Okay, system testing. Now, what is system testing is? But separate this headline, means separate this title, system and testing. Somehow you must have understood what is system testing. System means the one type of this hardware, we can tell that hardware, that is what one type of system. Okay, and testing means the tester, the team of the tester or a development team who tests that software product is called as a testing. Okay, then that software product, the software product is tested by the tester, so that is why we call it as a testing. But what is testing as a system testing. Before I have taught you integration testing, unit testing, but today I am going to teach you is system testing. Then also I will in short I will tell you what is this all, first level and second level. In software testing there comes as the 4 level. First level is unit testing, second level is the integration testing, third level is system testing, fourth level is the acceptance testing. Okay, first level is unit testing. Means what? Unit testing means that it tests only the small unit of the individual components. So what is a small unit? Means a software product, it doesn't, in a software product they only check with the small parts are there in a software, that only the unit testing check. Unit testing doesn't check the whole all over the software product. It doesn't check the whole the system. It only check the unit of the same small components. Okay, so that is what unit testing do. So what after unit testing, that comes as the integration testing. Now what's the integration testing do? When the unit testing has fulfilled the specific requirements, then after that that all the small individual components get combined. All the small modules, can tell also, components get combined and then integrated and put into single group and then tested. If it gets successful, then we go to system testing. In this way they do a testing. Okay, in this way they do a step by step, they do a testing of the software product, because they have to at last they have to give the customers they have to fulfill the user requirements. That is what the tester do. That is what a testing team do. So that's why they have to fulfill the user requirement. That's why we have to level by level they have to do a testing. So that's why we have to learn by level. We have to learn by in sequence way. Then only you will understand what is the system testing. I am going to teach you about system testing. On the board you can see that I have wrote some of the lines about system testing. So system testing is testing of entire and a complexity integrated software product. So our first line is system testing is a testing, means it is a testing of, obviously it is a testing of whole the software product. Okay, so system testing is the testing the entire software product, as well as it is also test the complexity of the integrated software product. Means after integration it comes to the system testing, right? After second level it goes to the third level. Second level is the integration testing, third level is the system testing. Okay, so second level is integration testing. After integrating that that two components, after they integrated, after tested successfully, they go to system testing, and then they see whether the complexity of the integrated software product is a is a proper way or not. Is it testing in a is it working, it is specifying the user requirements or not. Okay, that is what the system testing do. So system testing is a testing of entire and the complexity integrated software product. Second is a system testing is a sequence of various tests whose work is to test the complete computer based system. As I told you before, the system testing is a sequence. It's check this in sequence way. Whole computer based system it have to check. Listen, whole computer based system it have to check means it have to check, it can't check in randomly. It can't check the software product in random way. It have to check in a sequence way. Okay, so in sequence way they have to check the whole computer based system is it specifying the user requirements or the not. Okay, is it specifying the requirements, specific requirements or not? That's also important. Okay, so system testing is an end-to-end testing. End-to-end testing means it is from start of the software product and the end of the software product. Means it starts from login of the module at the end of the logout module. Means for example, I will take you an example of the admission project. Okay, student admission project. So in student admission project it starts from the login module. It starts from the login module and it ends at the logout module. Okay, from login to logout. In login and logout between come as an inquiry module or admission module. So in this way, from login module to inquiry module to admission module to logout. So in this way it check whole the software product. In this way it check the admission project. So like this way the system testing do. System testing also check whole the software process, all the software product is working in the same way, in a proper way or not. Okay, it is specifying the requirements or the not. Okay, so that's what the system testing do. So system testing is tested by the tester team. Okay, it is testing by the tester team. Your system testing contain both functional as well as non-functional testing. Now here comes that what is functional and non-functional. Functional means it check whether the user requirements are fulfilled or not. That requirements of the users are fulfilled or not, that is the functional testing. And non-functional testing means check whether the expectations of the users are fulfilled or not. Now what are the requirements and what are the expectations? In functional there comes the requirements of user, and in a non-functional testing it comes as the expectations of the users are fulfilled or not. Requirements means what? Means that whenever the tester who tests the complete software product, it obviously check whether it is fulfilling, whether it is comfortable for the user to handle that software product, it is easy for them or not. It tells whole software product in this way. And that is what the user requirements, that is what the functional. And non-functional means what? Expectation. Means tester doesn't know what is the expectations of the user, because every user has a different expectations from the software product, obvious. But they have to check whether the after that non-functional requirements, if a user has expectation to just modify some of the software product like that, or in some of higher or in some of the in his way, then the user requirement can also modify in his own in his user's expectation. Okay, that is what the non-functional. So functional requirements, that is the requirements of the users are fulfilled or not, and the non-functional means the expectations of the users are fulfilled or not. That is what the functional and the non-functional. So this two work is complete. This two work is done in the system testing. It comes under the system testing. Okay, that's why I'm telling you system testing is a testing of the entire software product and the complexity integrated software product. Means any of the complexity, any of the software product must have some of the complexity. Obviously there can be, every software product is not same, so some of the software product it also have complexity for them. So for tester, so that all testing team for that's why the testing team is required. For that's why the system testing check whether the testing team can do or not. Okay, means can fulfill the user requirements or not. Okay, that is what is system testing. I hope you must have understood what is the basic about system testing. Now there comes two methods of system testing, that is black box testing and white box testing. I told you before the system testing is a black box testing. I will teach you definition about the black box testing and the white box testing. Afterwards I will teach you the in the further video I will teach you details about the white box and the black box testing, because white box and black box is a very important question. Okay, so this is the method of system testing: white box testing, black box testing. So there are two methods of white box system testing, that is a white box testing and the black box testing. Now here comes what is the white box testing. In white box testing we check internal working of the code. Means what? In white box testing they check the software product is right, but in software product they doesn't check the whole the software product, it only check the internal working of the code. Means in software product what are the codes are needed in the software product, that are the code are checked by the white box testing. So in white box testing in software product, that which of the codes are done by the tester, that all the that code is working in a proper way or not, that is the white box testing do. For that, so in this type of testing means to check the internal working of the code, means the code is in proper way or not. If the code is working in a proper way, then only the software product can work. Okay, so in this type of testing, tester need deep knowledge of programming language which is used in our software product. So that is right, obvious. To check the code is written in a proper way, is done in proper way, is the process is working with the help of with the code, is in software product is working or not. So for that the white box testing do. For that, so to check the internal working of code, then we need a tester, right? So tester must have a deep knowledge of the programming knowledge, must have the good knowledge of the programming language, then only he or she can do a software test, this is software product in a proper way, then only they can get the success in the white box testing. In the software product. Okay, so by white box testing, what they do in white box testing, we check the internal working of the code only, so that they need a deep knowledge of the programming language. That's why they need a tester who have this all programming language in a good condition, in a good way or not. Okay, that is what the white box testing. Now second come is the black box testing. In this type of testing we check working of our software product by running it. We do not need to check code of our software in this type of testing. System testing included in black box testing. Okay, means what? In black box testing we check working of the software product. Okay, if in black box testing it check whole software product, but it check only that is working in a proper way or not. It doesn't come in a defect or not. It can it easily if a defect comes, can it easily fix that bug or not. That is what the black box testing does. So if black box testing is system testing is included in the black box testing. That's why I told you that system testing is a black box testing. Okay, that's why the system testing and black box testing are all over the same. But in white box testing is what, that it only check the internal working of the code, it check only the code part. So that's why for working in the white box testing, the tester need a deep knowledge. Okay, and for working in the deep knowledge of the programming language. Okay, and in a black box testing, for tester doesn't need a deep knowledge of the programming language, but he must have a some of basic of the programming language, so that's though he can check of whole software product in a proper way. Okay, and at last it can specify the user requirement. This is about the method of system testing. I hope you must have understood the basic of system testing and the method of the system testing. This was all about the system testing. Now I am going to teach you types of system testing, but in next video I am going to teach you types of system testing, so you can complete all over the types, methods and the examples and some of the basic informations of the system testing. So I hope you must have understood what is the system testing is. So thank you very much.